Hey guys, we made it. All right. We tried
I'm
this
like,
one time and we got kicked off. So it's all right. We a little bit of funny. We still have 2 weeks Mercury retrograde shadow to go through, and Mercury retrograde messes with me and technology for all those who follow that. So I was expecting this, so I'm okay. Let me introduce to you Miss Sofia Low Phillips. Thank you very much for joining me. Sofia, please tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started into metalsmithing.
oh, okay. Good afternoon from England. Uh, I'm from Malaysia, born in Kuala Lumpur. I migrated to England 21 years ago and work in the office, set up my own business, uh, decided to go into mining, portfolios, investment. I did that for a few years, travel a lot, and decided that I didn't like all the jet setting too much and all the boardroom negotiation, and it got too much. And I was missing my kids, was missing my daughter. So I decided to come back. So when I came back, I have to rethink what do I want to do. And while I was out in Mexico, I was given a lot of shown a lot of stones, which are non-commercial stones, like opals, fire agate, obsidian, and things like that. And they all trying to ask me to find them investors. What we were doing were finding investors for the commercial mines like silver, gold, lithium, and so on. So those non-commercial minerals, we there weren't much investor. Well, definitely not my investor that I can find. But what I did help them was I said to them, I will set up a Facebook page, a social media page, to help them so they can go, people can buy direct from these miners without having to have a middle person. And this way they will save to bring a fairer price to them. And
Right.
that's how it started. So people who know me on social media, Facebook, know me as the opal lady because I used to sell opals. And I make a lot of jewelries with opals. I send some of the jewelry to be made by Jessica Down before in America, so that I can do shows to promote the stones, fire agates, and opals for the local people.
So you
That's
came
how it
in
is.
you came in on a different angle. You were helping to promote those who mine the stones by showing jewelry that was made by someone else.
So
So
I paid because they wouldn't have the money. So as a gift back to the Mexican society, I decided to send the stones to be made. I think that it's very hard to sell stones. That was my thinking those days. So I think it's easier for people to want to buy the stone if they see it in a form of jewelry. So I send it to people, to other jewelers to make those stones. Then I do the show, the craft show in England for people. So first I was promoting the artist themselves, and then I was also promoting the stone so they can buy direct. That's how it started. Yes.
right, that's awesome. So you made a lot of friends or connections with the jewelers by doing
Right.
that.
Yeah. Right.
Or
I think I started going into making jewelry when one of the diamonds that my mom, after she passed away, gave to me, it fell off. And my mom is obviously from Far East, so the piece of jewelry is made in Far East. I approached a few shops in my local community, jewelry shop. None of them can repair them. They all say go to Hatton Garden because I find that everything was pre-made, pre-bought, pre-cast, and anything that is out of the norm setting, they couldn't repair it. And I went, and if I take it to Hatton Garden, it would cost me so much money. And I also have a 22 carat, just a very simple ring, gold ring, which I bought for my son for his when he graduated. No, when it was his 21st birthday, sorry. And it split. Gold can be quite fine, and it split, it's soft. So I went to take it to the local shop and it was more expensive to repair than me buying the whole ring when I was back home. And that's why I say that, you know what, I wanted to learn how to make jewelry because I'm sure it's not that difficult. If I can sell multi-million mines, I'm sure I can make jewelry. And that's how it
Right.
started. So I started learning how to make jewelry from London Jewelry School in London. And then also with Basingstoke Community College because I didn't have all the tools I need. So I thought I'll sign up to the local college just to use the tools. I went to London Jewelry School, which was run by Jessica Rose, to learn. So I did until intermediate level until there was nothing that could teach me anymore. That's how it started.
Oh, that's
And then,
brilliant. So,
yeah,
after these couple of years, what is some of your favorite techniques? What do you enjoy using to make your jewelry?
so I have been a jeweler, what's it called, 6 years. Bear in mind, it's part time, and in that 6 years, there's been a couple of years that I didn't do anything. Some of you know the reason why. But when I felt that London Jury School, the teachers there could not give me more because I was hunger to learn more. They must have
Right,
more. And every day I was looking at internet and Pinterest and I'm seeing beautiful things and I keep thinking, how is that piece made? It's like you look at this piece, which I take with Tracy's Spurgeon, arrived from actually in England. It's using metal clay. So I'm not just a traditional metalsmith. I'm also the use metal clay to do my work as well. So a lot of mixed metals. So it's like you look at this piece like that and you think, how is it being made and how it can open, and there's so many technicality involved. And I'm just curious to learn so much from these people. And I started finding out, looking at people's pieces and listening to or like joining the groups like British Society Jeweler or Metalsmith or Let's Make Jewelry, all this group, right? Okay. And there's a new one by by Roberta, which is called what's it called? Metal Art Misfit,
yes,
Metal Artist Misfit. Yeah, so I joined a lot of group and the sisterhood jewelry group as well. All these group, so many, and it opened up a whole new world to me. There's so many jewelers there, so many able and capable and wonderful community there. And I look at what they make, and the first thing I see is I'm not looking and say, oh, it's beautiful. When I look at it, I want to see how do they make that? How, you know what I mean? Like you see a piece like that, you see a stone, you see a bezel, you see a heart shape. But I'm looking at, oh, wait, you know what I mean? Like this piece I make them, this is reticulated. How do you make it
right,
reticulated? How do you make it so crinky? So it is torching how you fire it so you don't melt it. It's fire control. And then this piece is depletion where you make it so, you know what I mean? You bring the silver right up, you know what I mean? And remove all the rest of the whatever it is in there. So there's so much, so many techniques. It's never ending. It's never
right,
ending.
right,
And this piece that I'm wearing is a repose and chasing. You know,
right,
it's a snake, and the whole piece is just a piece of matter, like a piece of silver, like this piece. You know,
right.
and then you turn it into something as a whole piece, just using chisel and hammer to make a snake
So
out of
that
it.
was made with a chisel and hammer. That's called the repose technique.
Yeah,
It's
repose.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I learned that from the
Where do you
Italian
think your,
teacher.
what inspires you? What inspires your designs?
Everything. I mean, everything. I mean, for me, jewelry making is something personal, something therapeutic, something that I'm passionate about. If I go to the fields and I see some peacock, I come back and say, I think I'm going to make some peacock. If I go out there and I see, I don't know, some stars, and I thought, I'll make stars. Like I went to Philippines last year, 2 years ago. I went diving and snorkeling, and I see so many corals, and I couldn't wait to come back. So I hire a studio when I flew back 1 week early from my holiday. I told my friend, "You continue on. I'm going to go back to Malaysia. I know a studio run by Derek Tan." And I said, like, I need to make some corals. And that was the first time I learned how to use a rolling mill. I don't even own a rolling mill then. So, and I didn't know that you can buy texture, make pre-make texture. You can create pattern. The only way I make pattern was using chemical etching, like this. Oh, I'm not wearing my ring now. This ring here, the whole piece is used with chemical etching, you know what I mean? And not my favorite way of working in chemical. So I found another way using rolling mill. You can make texture. So this whole piece here is all corals that I make, corals pattern under the sea,
Absolutely.
and it used nylon wire, and I just tape it up, put it into a rolling mill, roll it, and pattern come out. So
It's
there's so many
beautiful.
ways, and since then, it opens a whole new world to me about texturing. And I
Right.
learned that people make texture plates. You can make cupcake papers or lace, and you make beautiful patterns. So there's so much to learn.
Absolutely. So, can you tell us about your recent award-winning event?
Oh God. I'm very proud of that because I'm proud not because of what I'm capable of. I'm proud because people of my friends and so many, my clients, my friends, social media, all these people who believe in me. I'm nobody great, and I'm just like anybody else. And I mean, I just have a passion to make something beautiful. And I'm not the greatest jeweler. I mean, far from it. I'm such a noob. But 750,000 people voted. About 65,000 people were awarded throughout the whole of England. I think there's about 20, I'm not sure, right? Don't quote me, but I think there's about 32 counties or 32 counties in the whole of England, and 28 counties took part. And I won as the best jeweler store, all right, the Koi store didn't have best jeweler, okay, yeah, uh, for the whole of Hampshire and Isle of Wight. There's two counties merged together. So I went, this is really funny. I went into a shop, it's a craft shop in Basingstoke in our big festival place, which is the only shopping mall we've got, the big one. For 3 years, right, I went there. I was always waiting for a spare space to put my jewelry in so I can display that. Every time I was told, sorry, it's filled up, there's no place. And then one day after I won my contest, I went in there as to say, I've been going in here like 3 years, maybe more. It's the same jewelry, people there. I mean, when am I ever going to have a chance to put my jewelry? And those people there said, "Wow, not really, because we who put it there, we're not going to take our jewelry out. So basically, there's no place." So another lady come and say, "So you make jewelry?" I said, "Yeah, I did." And I just won the money for a Muddy Selecto best jeweler shop for my jewelry. And then I said, "Oh, I know who you are." And this is a stranger. "I've seen you. Oh my God, I voted for you as well." I was like, so it's good that now suddenly random strangers knows me, and they wanted this, and it's this woman who was a bit up herself saying, "Well, we're never going to leave." She said, "Oh my God." And when she started saying, "Oh, you make this, you make this," suddenly I become from invisible, become visible. People see me. And they
It
say,
well,
and I was asked, "Please put your jewelry here." Oh my God, I've been spending so much money buying your jewelry. Anyway,
oh,
I walked out the shop and I said, no, I'm not going to put a jewelry there now. Because I didn't want to put a jewelry there because I wanted an award. I want to have the same chance as everybody and put my jewelry there when I was unknown. But when I was unknown, nobody wanted my jewelry. But when
so
I
did,
mentioned I want the award, they also didn't want me. It's like,
did you find
so I
another place to put your did you set up somewhere for your
I
jewelry?
have been
Or are you selling
approached by
online?
another. I have been approached by another shop. The thing is, how much do I want to do? I mean, I have done my part, working hard, holding
Right.
two jobs, bringing up my kids. This
So
is I hate the word hobbyist, right? Okay, I'm not a hobbyist. Okay, I'm a professional, right? I'm a perfectionist as well in what I do, and I spend lots of money on tools and on learning and training myself and training and retraining. It's like you can't go for one class, all right? Like I went for with Fabrizio, all right, to learn the chasing and repose and expect to be good. I mean, I've signed up for 3 classes with him, and it's not cheap. And I travel to Portugal. I travel up the way north, somewhere north in England. I'm crap with directions, and I'm going to Florence next year to learn from him again. You cannot be good in just learning it one time. And I've gone to America. I've gone to Malaysia. I will go anywhere to learn to how to make jewelry. Just
right.
and
Do
I
you
don't think that I have finished learning. So until I have a good maybe 10 years, maybe then I feel that I can just do something with my eyes closed. Then maybe I will take the offer of people wanting to take my stuff, putting in the shop. And
Right.
maybe by then I may not want to do it anymore.
That's true.
I I
Tell us about your
I have
online
my
shop.
yeah, yeah. I have
Sophia.
my small group of clients who believe in me, friends who believe in me, and they buy my jewelry. It makes me happy. It makes me very
Right.
happy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to go down a mass produce part. I don't want to. I want to take time to make every pieces. So my soul is in each piece. When it reached the person, there's a part of me in there. And
Right.
a lot of time people sell jewelry, you don't know who they buy. I want to have this hand-on customer service with my clients that I want them to send picture to me so I can see they're wearing it, so I can share their joy when they give it to their partner and the happiness. And they usually send all this picture back to me, and it makes me so happy seeing
That's
someone wear a piece that I spent hours and hours to my head down making that piece.
so, and something that I say with the pieces that I create is I would rather make heirlooms, pieces that someone is going to love, that it
Yeah,
invokes an emotion in them. So, and
that's
it
right.
seems that that's a goal of yours is
Yeah,
to make an heirloom, something that the emotion, it's going to invoke emotion um, that when they see it or wear it, it reminds them of that place, and it's a good thing.
yeah.
So anyway,
Making money is important. Making money is important, of course, but for me, it's more about the story behind my piece and the story of you, why you want that piece, who give it to you, and you, as you say, and heirloom, where you can pass it on to the next generation. That's what custom handmade jewelry is about for me.
that
And
is
also, I love making pieces for charity purposes as well, to help.
charity.
Yeah, that's right. Help all this organization. I'm doing something for the. I know I'm late. Save the Ocean, which is something that my daughter is very very uh, close to. So I've pledged to make 50 pieces. All right, and all the money gonna go to them. All right. I don't want anything. And then I'm also making one with a stone that Larry Watson gave me, which is this piece here. Yeah, he gave one to every student and or schools so that everybody can get a piece of this beautiful stone and make something as long as we make something and show him. So I am going to make something instead of for me, I'm going to give this to the Dementia Society. You know what I mean? I'm going to make something with this piece, which I bought this piece as well, which is a bloodstone. It's gonna. I've got a design. I shall make that, and then I shall beat it. And well, actually, no. Correction. I am gonna whoever beat that piece have three choices: cancer, British Heart Foundation, or the Dementia Society. All right, so they can choose out whoever buy that piece will have a choices which one they want the money to go into.
Oh, that's
None of this
brilliant.
money will go back to me. 100% go to the charity. Yeah.
That is brilliant. Sophia, thank you so much for joining me. Please, if anyone needs to contact you to see about getting one of your handmade pieces, your fabricated from your heart, how can they contact you? Um, tell us about
I'm
your shop.
I'm on
Is
Facebook. Right? I am in Basingstoke, which is 50 minutes from London. Got my own studio here. A lot of my stuff are posted in Instagram and Facebook itself, called Sophia Sweet Simplicity, and also on Etsy as well. Best way to contact me is through Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Yeah,
okay.
that's the best way. Yeah,
Okay, and they can find you under Sofia Low Phillips or Sophia's Sweet Simplicity. Thank you for
okay.
joining me, Miss Sophia. I appreciate you so much. Give me just a minute. Hey guys, whoever got to watch this or whoever's getting to watch the replay, if you're looking for a piece of art that is jewelry, please go see Miss Sophia. Whatever she makes will be done with the best of intent and done with the eyes of I want it to be done exactly how it needs to be. Yes, she also makes earrings, but she is a very, very delightful individual. And I wish you all the best, Miss Sophia. I will catch you in some of the groups. Thank you for
Thank you for
taking
doing
out
this.
this
Thank you for
part of
doing
your
this.
day to visit with me and to let me introduce you to some more people who may not have known of you, because I think it's really neat how the internet, we can go across the world. I'm sitting here in Oklahoma talking with you in England, and I love it. So thank you for this opportunity. And I would love to interview you in our group to discuss some of your training and things like that. So anyway, I love you and I thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for
Catch
doing
you all the
this.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.